Oh, what a mess.
Welcome back to our Holiday Shopper's Guide. To my immediate left is Kevin Carbotte. He's one of the top virtual reality writers at Tom's Hardware. And we just want to talk about some odds and ends that you can buy for your virtual reality devices. Things to put on that shopping list before the season's done. So, Kevin, we've been talking, and you've had this headgear on your head all this time, but it's not just any headgear. Tell us about it.
This is a Turtle Beach. Is called a Air Force Stealth 350 VR, and it is a amplified headset designed for virtual reality. It's got 7.1 audio. It's got an amplifier that helps make the sound even more robust and louder. It's got bass boost. It's got this nice boom mic that is actually. I'm not going to disconnect it right now, but you can actually pull it out, disconnect it. Really nice set of headphones. Actually sounds really good. I don't know what the audio on the other end sounds like, but I've been told it sounds pretty good through the microphone. And it's $79. So that's the Stealth 350 VR.
And just so I know, you threw out this number 7.1. What the heck do you mean?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said
I'm teasing you. What is 7.1?
That's the wrong term anyway. I should have said 3D audio. So this is actually got 3D audio reproduction inside the headset. So they're actually working with the 3D audio algorithms to make it sound better instead of just a standard headset that just kind of reproduces whatever it can do. These are tuned and designed in order to work with those algorithms and work with them properly. And it works with the PlayStation VR, the Oculus Rift, and the HTC Vive. It works with all three of those.
So most virtual reality devices, they tend to come with their own headphones. The Oculus Rift does. I think PlayStation does. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. And, of course, the HTC Vive comes with earbuds as well. Like, how does this compare? Is it better than what you'd get anyway?
So I find them more comfortable over the head than a standard headset, and the reason is the speakers are actually smaller, and the band is wider, so it's designed to go over the headset. And there's actually a relief at the top here. Kind of try to pull it up. You can't really tell, but this is actually a slot for the cable to go through for the Vive. So for that reason, it's just more comfortable. And as far as audio, I find that it's a little bit better because they're enclosed. They go over your ear. I prefer them myself. Some people don't, but if you're the type of person that likes an over-the-ear headphone, these ones work better than most just because of the size of them and the shape of them. And personally, I don't like the earbuds, which is what you get with the Vive and what you get with the PSVR. Earbuds you have to stick in your ear. It's not really sanitary to share it. They kind of hurt after a little while. You might get a little bit better audio because you can seal it in a little bit better, but it's just not the ideal solution, in my opinion. Okay. So for those reasons, I like the headset.
Okay, good stuff. And those headsets are $79 US, yeah?
$79 US, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
And what's one thing I should note is that what's really neat is this thing has an interchangeable audio cable. So it has a really long cable that can be tacked along with the Vive cable or with the Rift cable. So you can do full room scale while still being plugged in and not have to worry about using the over the USB audio. So you can use a high-end audio card with these headphones to do your VR audio. And for the PS4 or for the PSVR, because the audio jack is in line and it's about 2 feet from your head, they also include a 3-foot long cable that's designed to plug into that spot instead of having a big long cable dangling beside you.
All right, good stuff. So then next up, now I'm actually, you can't see I don't think you can see it your end, but I'm holding up the HTC Vive controller, one of the Vive controllers.
Yes.
And I understand there's a product for these. Can you explain?
Yeah, so I've got something cool. Now these are a prototype, but the designer of these has kind of changed the design. It's a little hard to see in here. There we go. That's a better shot. So you see this silver thing here. This is actually a magnetic USB port. So these are called VR Mag Docks. They're made in the UK, and you can pick them up on vrmagdocs.com. And basically, you get This is the bottom of my Vive controller. There's a little bit of a little plug here. It's a magnetic plug, plugs into the USB, and then you can slot your controller in like that for charging, and you can grab it at any given time. So as soon as you're done with your experience, you just drop it in there, and it's already immediately charging. You don't have to fiddle with cables. You don't have to worry about the port breaking or anything like that. The one consideration I would say is if you're doing an update to the controller, you're going to want to switch to a hardwired cable because the data connection's not perfect, but as far as for charging goes, they work 100% great. I've been using these for about a month. I really like them. Highly recommend, especially if you do a lot of demoing for friends, or these would be great for a VR arcade, that sort of thing. They're a nice little product. And the other thing about them is they're a base, right? So this is a stand. This is how it would sit on the table, and so you're putting your controller in like that, which keeps it off of the table. You're never actually getting any damage to it. There's no scuffs. You're not going to hurt the sensors. So that's also a consideration too, to kind of keep the controllers in better shape.
All right, good stuff. And how much does that cost?
Those are $50. You got to order them from the UK, so there's a bit of shipping. But they're $50. $50 American.
Do they come in pairs, or is it?
Yeah, it's a pair, and they come with the charge cable. Like, it's not, you don't need to buy anything else extra. It comes with the magnetic pieces, and it's all ready to go for you.
Okay, good stuff. So I think the last theme for this discussion is taking care of your headsets. They're a fair investment, and I understand there's products out there that helps protect our gear. Can you?
Definitely, yeah. They're kind of a must-have in my opinion. There's a company out there called VR Cover. There's another company that actually competes with them. I wish I could remember their name, but they only have one cover, whereas VR Cover has a selection of different covers. And what they do is it's a replacement for the foam on your headset. So when you're wearing a headset, especially for the Vive, you're really active, you get sweaty, and the sweat absorbs into these foam, and they get really gross, and you really gotta it's not easy to clean them. They're not really designed to be submerged or washed or anything like that. So a VR cover is a really, really good investment for keeping your making sure that the cover or the foam lasts the longest that it can. You can obviously buy replacement foam, but why would you want to if you don't have to? So for the Vive, my favorite one is this one. This is a leather cover, and it goes over the standard. I've actually got another one. It goes over the standard foam. This is already installed on the foam, and it just attaches by Velcro around the back, and then it's a leather cover that you can wipe off. So it won't absorb sweat. It can easily be cleaned. They also make fabric ones. There's a fabric one right here. This one's actually for a different unit. I think this one's the Rift unit. Sorry, there it is. Mm-hmm. And so basically, same deal. It just wraps around. These fabric ones are actually machine washable, so you can toss them in the washing machine and clean them. When you buy them, they come with a pack of 3. The leather ones come in a pack of 2. And then they also have these things for they're coming for the Rift later, but these are actually full-on replacement foams. They're made of memory foam, and they have kind of a leatherette surface, and they come in 2 different sizes. You can get, this one's the 18 millimeter, and then this one is the 6 millimeter. So the 6 millimeter, it brings in the headset a little closer to your face, so if you don't wear glasses, this is really nice. It actually changes the field of view and makes the image even, you're kind of brought into it a little bit better. Whereas this one's really good if you wear a thick pair of glasses, or if you find that the Vive is really uncomfortable, that it's a lot softer because it's a thick memory foam. So again, those are $20 or $30, and they come, the leather ones and the foam ones come in a pack of 2. The fabric ones come in a pack of 3. Honestly, I have them for every one of my headsets. The only one that you can't get them for is the PSVR, but the PSVR doesn't really attach to your face in the same way, so it's not as much of a consideration. It also has kind of a leatherette foam, so you can wipe it down anyway. But I honestly wouldn't share a VR headset with someone without one of those anymore. They're a godsend to save your stuff, and no one wants to put a sweaty headset on after someone else has been using it. So those leather ones are wonderful. So when you're sharing the Vive specifically, and specifically playing an active game, you want to be able to clean that off and not be putting on like a cold, clammy, sweaty foam. It's one of the grossest feelings in the world. And you can get like acne and spread like facial infections, and it's not good. So you want to be able to clean them off. So the leather cover is almost, in my opinion, they should come with one. So this is like, if you're going to buy a VR headset, invest in a leather cover, but just full stop. And then if you have a Gear VR, and I guess this would also work with the Daydream. I've never actually really tried it, but VR cover, same company. They make a hard case, which is, it's actually, I guess it's a soft case, but it's a hard, like it's a rigid case made of like a soft material, and you can put your Gear VR right into it. It's designed to fit right into it, and it's got a slot, or it's hard to see on the camera, but this is actually a little pouch here. You can fit little things like a memory card, or even slide your cell phone in there if you just use it for VR and you're not actually using it for communication, or you can put in an extra Gear VR cover in there. And they make foam and fabric covers for the Gear VR as well.
Okay, great stuff. So sounds like there's a lot to buy. You know, for being early days of virtual reality, sounds like there's a lot to buy. So,
yeah, actually, I just thought of one more thing. It's another piece that comes from VR Cover. It's another company called VR Lens Lab, but it's really the same company. They're the same people. And if you have, if you need corrective lenses for your to see properly, you can actually buy corrective lens attachments that go over top of the lenses inside your headset, so that you've got a prescription headset basically.
Wow.
So you don't need to wear your glasses. And those. The price ranges. If you want to buy a prescription directly from them, they're more expensive, but you can buy just the lenses, just the frames, and bring them to your own optometrist and get lenses created for them. And yeah, so there's all sorts of different products out there.
Good stuff.
That's just kind of touching the tip of the iceberg, really.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Kevin.
You're welcome. Anytime, Neil.